Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Overwatch video. This one's a little different. I'm playing as Mercy. This is like the third time I've played her, but she is a ton of fun. There's a few caveats, like she is probably one of the heroes that loses the most or like has the highest loss ratio, I think. Out of all the other heroes, maybe. It seems like she's more catered to strategic play if you had like a team that you were talking to, because she's very strong. She can direct heal people, unlike the other healers. Well, I mean, Zenyatta can, but she can just like instantly heal people and then also switch to damage improvement. So like she has two beams, and the trick with her is like healing people when they're pretty low and then getting them up enough so they don't get like one-shotted, and then giving them the damage boost so you can really take out the other team. And that's what she's really strong at. But she doesn't have like a lot of mobility on her own. She has to have teammates, because you can fly to teammates with that shift thing that pops up. Like I think I do it right here with this Pharah. She's pretty good with Pharah, but our Pharah was kind of not good, so it didn't work out very well. She is just able to stay in the fray if you have teammates that are conscious of her being around. And that's kind of the biggest problem, I think, and at least of what I've heard, is that a lot of people don't understand that she's like needs you to be in line of sight to heal, because that healing stream does not go through walls. And you can't like be a Reinhardt, which is the guy in front of me, and just rush in. You kind of need to keep behind your shield and have the team really work together, which is very rare in random games, but it's still a lot of fun to play Mercy and accept the losses. Like I'm pretty sure we lose this game. I think I lost like the last 3 games with her. You're probably gonna lose unless your team's like super coordinated, and maybe it'll start evening out to the losses as I get a little bit more experienced with Mercy myself, and also get to the point where I have players that have played a long time, like level 50 players and stuff, because I'm only like level 30 something, I think. So that might help. But for now, it's pretty hilarious just watching different people like not realize that Mercy's there. Also, like I am guilty of this. Like when I play any character with a Mercy, any like other non-support character, I'm sure I do not pay attention to Mercy and probably die and then think that I'm not getting heals or something. I never complain to him, which you should never do. But I'm sure I'm just as guilty as these other offensive characters. I try my best to keep people not full topped off. I mean, I do if there's nothing happening, but I try to keep them up enough so they don't instantly die, and then damage boost them. And I get a few like assists. I think that's what the red skull is when you're playing Mercy is. Or I don't know why it would just tell you your person that you're healing, your target is killing somebody. And I also try to switch to my secondary weapon, my pistol. There, it's not necessarily strong, but it's annoying, and it's kind of like D.Va, because D.Va, she's in the mech, and then when you kill the mech, she comes out of it, and she can be pretty annoying when she's just using her pistol and running around, because she's kind of a small target and moves kind of quickly. And Mercy's sort of the same way. Obviously, Mercy has a big task in front of her when she's not trying to kill people, so you're always trying to worry about, like, do I need to heal the tank right now? But I think later in this video, I actually kill the Mercy, which is pretty hilarious. Not the Mercy, the Pharah, which is pretty hilarious, because, like, I mean, it's not that bad, because like Pharah probably does have a hard time trying to hit one target, but I think I kill her. I don't know. I thought it was pretty hilarious. But like playing Mercy just cracks me up, because there's just so much like I'm baffled by my team. Just like, why would you go over there? Why would you rush off into the other team? Like, why are you like hiding when I'm totally healing you? Like, get out there. There's just a lot of like the commentary in my head of like, oh, this is just gonna go bad. And it's just a lot of fun. Like, I don't know, there's something about this game when you play supports, it doesn't really matter, to me at least, when you lose, because like it was just fun trying. Like I always feel like we did a good try. Sometimes there are times when like, oh wow, we just got steamrolled by the other team. But I find that it's just pretty fun to play a healer, because like I don't know. You get to kind of sit back and not worry too much about like, getting headshots or keeping a team back. You can play a little bit more casually. Obviously, you can play Mercy super strategically and really like try to like be the one winning the game, I guess. But supports are very dependent on their other players anyway, so it's tough. I need to get better at using my heal. I mean, I used it here and I think it helped us get the point a little bit. but it's, you know, like I probably should have used it earlier or something. I'm not great at it. Her ult is what I think I called it a heal, a resurrection. Her ultimate ability is that, and it charges pretty fast if you look at it. Like while you're healing people, it goes up pretty quickly, almost every second. So you know, like it doesn't take very long to get there, and it's very vital because just having bodies on the objective is nice because you can start capturing it or at least contest it. So I think that's important to do as Mercy. Mercy's just, I don't know. There's something about her that is just like, at first I hated her because I thought she was a giant target. She moved really slow. But once you get better at moving to target, like, not targets, I guess just players near you, and you're brave enough to take out your pistol and you know the maps, I think that's very important, is knowing the maps, because you'll, like, if you know the little ins and outs where you can kind of hide yourself, then Mercy's pretty strong, because if you can keep line of sight and stay out of the way of enemies, she can do a lot of healing and a lot of damage boosting without getting shot at. But then if you run into a team where like they have a tracer that is just completely focused on murdering you, you know, it's going to be harder. But that's when you need your team to kind of protect you a little bit. And if they're not doing that, then yeah, Mercy's going to get really annoying, because a tracer can take out somebody like a Lucio, which is another support class. But Lucio's a lot more annoying to get killed. Yeah, I think this is where I was trying to kill the Pharah. The Pharah is not a great shot, and so I just kept shooting it. I wasn't a great shot, clearly, either. Oh, I don't kill her, but, like, you know, she got some help, so I feel like I won that engagement. Let me have that one, all right? Yeah, so she dies very easily, Mercy does. But yes, Lucio is just Lucio can't heal directly like that and as fast, I think. So there is definitely a benefit to playing Mercy. But Mercy, yeah, she's just rough when you don't have a team that is really working together. And it's not necessarily their fault. Like sometimes, like if you have a Tracer and a McCree and like a Reaper, it's going to be hard for them to stick together. Like you're never going to be able to heal a Tracer. I mean, she has low health for a reason. Like she's out there and she has like the risk reward of going out there and then dying pretty much instantly. So that's just never going to happen. So, you know, there's going to be some characters and players that are just, you're never going to be able to heal. And, you know, I don't know, I guess it'll just depend on their skill if that's good for the team or bad, but you kind of have to just accept your losses or accept what's not going to work as at Mercy. And I think that takes a little bit more of an advanced player, is knowing like, okay, well, we also had a terrible Mei, because I was going to say, okay, the Mei is going to probably jump up there and start doing ice blocks and stuff like that. So I should probably try to make sure she's healed up, and also like, oh, this Hanzo, he's sniping people off, so I'm going to damage boost him. So he can, like, if he doesn't get a headshot, he can probably just take a big chunk of health out of people. And you got to know that. You got to know those characters. And if you don't, then it's going to be harder, because you're not going to know, like you might be like damage boosting a Reinhardt, and you know Reinhardt is cool, he does damage, but if he's not moving in, if he's just holding a shield, there's no point in boosting him. I can't believe I helped kill that Zarya. So yeah, in the Soldier 76, we had a really good Soldier 76. He got a lot of kills, but the problem is that he just, you know, he was often alone. He was with me. He's pretty self-sufficient with his. If you're a good player and you move around a lot and stay out of stuff with Soldier 76, he can keep himself alive pretty well. And so I was trying to help him out, but the problem is like they would just try to aim at me. Like that's the thing, is like Mercy's a big target, like I said, and if it's just you and somebody else, like, you know, Mercy's gonna get destroyed, because like any player especially at my experience level of like playing the game long enough, you know that like a Mercy, any kind of healer, well, except for Lucio, basically, you need a kill. Zenyatta is a little bit more annoying. He's another support because he can definitely kill people, but you know, Mercy's just, everybody knows that Mercy doesn't have a very good way of doing anything to anybody else without other players. So if she's by herself or with somebody else that's not like stuck to her, that's not a tank, then you gotta take her out. That was a good ultimate by Pharah there. She snuck up behind us. Yeah, so this game didn't go incredibly well, but I was just having a lot of fun, and I think that that's the thing about this game, is I think sometimes you need breaks from playing like offensive characters or tanks and stuff, because you can feel like, wow, I'm just doing terrible, like this team, we keep losing or whatever, and that happens in every multiplayer game, obviously. But sometimes it's just fun to get a support and then just heal people, because like, yeah, you can do bad as a support, obviously. Like, I'm not even probably a great Mercy here, but it feels like there's less pressure to like make plays yourself. And maybe that's just all in my head. Like maybe I'm thinking too hard about like I need to play for the team when I'm playing a non-healer, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's less pressure playing as a healer. Maybe the pressure is less even. Like it feels like as a damage dealer, you always need to be doing something that's going to like get the team off of a point or whatever, or capture a point. As a healer, it feels like, yeah, sometimes there's not much you can do. Like right now, nobody's moving in. I'm not going to move in because I'll die. So I'm just going to wait until this Reinhardt comes up. And like now I need to be on my game, right? And now I need to pay attention to the health bars. I wish you could see the health. The game says you can see the health bars through the screen. I don't know if it just means it's like, I don't know how to tell, because it says you can see the enemy's health or player's health through, not through the screens, through walls. I don't know what that means. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, again, this is like one of my first times playing Mercy still, so yeah. Oh, she has some tanks that are easy to heal too. Like Reinhardt's pretty easy if he doesn't just run off. But also Roadhog is very good with a Mercy, because Roadhog can be pretty good because he also can heal himself, and he has like that close range, so nobody really wants to get near Roadhog. So that means that unless the enemy team has a bunch of long range like characters like a Junkrat or something, they don't really mess with Mercy if Mercy sticks with Roadhog. So it's actually pretty useful if you have a Roadhog. Diva's hard. I don't know if it's Mercy's fault. Diva is also just a weaker tank. Apparently she might be getting some changes soon to help with her survivability, because that seems like the biggest problem with Diva is she just dies all the time. So yeah, Diva's a little harder. So I guess my point here is that like pay attention to what tanks you have and switch. Like, you know, if I got a Diva and a Roadhog or something, I might do a Mercy, but I might just do Lucio. Like if I have a bunch of offensive characters that are going to be kind of static. But if there's a bunch of people that are going to be running around and I got a tank that might kind of corral them, I might take a Mercy. There's definitely strengths and weaknesses to when you choose a Mercy, just like any other hero, but I don't know. I guess it's just becoming more clear as I play her more. Anyway, I got a ton more Overwatch videos on the channel. I got stuff about Tracer, Junkrat. I got a lot of Junkrat videos. I got one coming up that was a lot of fun. It was playing against lower level characters, and it was fun. But yeah, see you in the next video.